other cultures outside of the English version, they can show you other people's names that parallel and who they took the story of Jesus from. That's outside of other cultures, outside of this culture. You got, it's like 20, 25 different people that was born around the time that they say Jesus was born, that according to the literature, created miracles, born of a virgin, turned water into wine.
But that was the myth, the virgin part. It didn't mean without sex.
Okay, but it don't matter. I know it's full job.
No, I'm saying that word virgin didn't mean. That word
it
virgin
meant something totally different.
It meant something that
it meant
everybody.
a woman of marriageable age.
Yeah, marital, and when it comes, when it comes to now, I ain't gonna get married until
What I'm saying is that the whole story is a fabrication. That's why.
Why?
Because
the whole story is a fabrication.
It's a book.
Everything you learn about.
So why would they give us this amazing man, right? Because the way they describe him, he's just the greatest man to walk the earth, right?
Yeah. Well, so whatever works for the individual. Now, hold on.
Wait.
No.
What you mean the greatest?
Now I can believe in this parking box right here. If it works for me, it works for me. But only in situations like this. Now, I don't even speak on religion. I don't even speak on that stuff because I'm religiously traumatized myself because I've been through so much with religion. You understand what I'm saying? Starting out as a Christian, going to church, telling my parents, telling my grandma. I'm in the 6th grade. I told my grandma I learned about geology and all that and everything. And I told my grandma, she told me about the story of Noah. The story of Noah to me was at an early age. It didn't ring true to me. And my grandmother told me, said, boy, that's what that damn book says. That's what you believe. That he did all this about the animals and built the ark and all that. I'm saying in my mind, the man would have died on his travels. Like, so, but her thing, from that point, coming up, joining the Nation of Islam, leaving the Nation of Islam, becoming a part of Warthi Muhammad's community, world Muslims. Then,
what race is Muhammad?
I don't know. It's the fact that Muhammad did exist. Muhammad did exist, but I don't. It don't matter to me because Muhammad was one of the first niggas. The Arabs was one of the first enslavers of black people. So I don't ascribe to that.
The Africans were the first.
Well, that was a part of our culture. I'm not making light of it, but indenturency was it's different than what we know as servitude slavery. But the Arabs were the first colonizers of black people. That's no secret. Like I don't try to go deep with this stuff. I just keep it basic so everybody can grasp it and understand. So everybody can grasp. I don't try to go deep and explain the hieroglyphics. I don't do all that. I just keep this shit plain. The Arabs was the first ones that colonized and enslaved black people. I learned that. Yeah, I agree with you.
We're saying back in Egypt, the Africans was the first.
I agreed that we had a system in place.
No, they beat us. They killed firstborn babies.
According to the literature. I don't buy into the literature, bro. I'm explaining to you. I don't buy into the literature. I'm just explaining to you that.
But the literature don't say it's not taught that it's black people. It's taught that it's white people who got beat.
Well,
it ain't taught that it's black people got beat. It's taught white people got beat.
Okay, it don't matter who got beat. I don't ascribe to the literature.
I'm saying why though.
I just don't ascribe to the literature because everything is a fabrication. When you're dealing with them books, no, everything's a fabrication.
So why would they say the greatest people on earth in this book are black?
It don't.
Why would they do that?
It could be say that. They could be say that. No. They could be avatars. I don't. They could be blue.
Why would they do that though?
But I don't.
But white people do that. They try to cover it up.
Oh, of course. You do again.
I said, but why?
Again.
If they had the power to do it, why wouldn't they just put in here white people are the great?
Again, you're dealing with white supremacy.
I know what I'm saying.
Again,
But why wouldn't they start from the beginning if they made the books?
'Cause they
why
don't
wouldn't
want
they
you
start
to-
from the beginning and say the great people are God?
Well, it's
Why
all
would they
about.
say? Why would they put in as black people that they say is white people? That don't make sense.
I can't. Yeah, all right, baby.
That don't make sense,
Yeah,
man.
but again, you're telling me what the literature say. I'm telling you, I don't ascribe to the literature. Period.
But you're saying
Because
white people wrote the literature, right? Our slave masters created literature, right? That's what you're saying.
They didn't create. They didn't create the literature.
Who did?
The literature was already created.
By who?
I've just told you the printing press was invented in 1475.
Were they white
now,
people?
Where
White people.
I would
right?
assume so because
Okay.
everything dealing with the Vatican and the
So why would white people say that black people are the greatest? Why would they write this in their book? And then also write in their book that white people are the most evil people on the face of the earth. Why would they write that in this book
well, you got to understand.
and
something.
then not teach it?
You got to
What's the
understand.
point of that?
Yeah, I don't understand the point.
Because it don't make sense.
But I don't. So, but that's okay. That's another since that book is God man. I mean, inspired by God. That's another reason not to pick it up.
Because God
too many
inspired the book?
No,
Don't pick it up?
no. Because it's too many. It's too many contradictions.
It's none.
You just
You can't find one here.
you just told.
Oh,
you
we just ripped in half. You can find one
No,
contradiction.
you just told me. You just told me
Where?
where. You just told me where they conflicted.
I said white people didn't write this. You said that. I'm disagreeing with you on that part. I'm
Okay.
saying if this is the case, make it make sense. That's what I'm saying to you.
I'm not gonna try to make that
Because you can't.
because
It doesn't make sense. Because it's not true.
if anybody can make the Bible make sense.
No, I'm saying.
Anybody can make
You're
the
saying white people wrote this, right? That's
I'm
that's
saying
what you're
I'm saying everything stems from the Catholic Church. Now,
And that's
I don't-
white people, right?
Well, I would assume they claim they got black popes too, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not.
It doesn't make sense for them to pit white people up in real life, but in the Bible, say black people are the greatest and say white people are the scum of the earth. This is what it says in here.
Okay.
So
okay.
why would they do that?
Okay, but
It
that
doesn't make sense.
Okay, but I'm dealing with reality.
That is reality.
That don't ring true today.
Where? Which part? Which part don't reach you today? White
Because-
people are still scum, and black people are still the best. So which part
Oh
of that
yeah,
does not ring true?
I agree with you. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, my fight is not with an individual, with people. My fight is with the books. I'm not with. I don't.
Look at these books. The books ain't do nothing to you, but tell
The
you the
books
truth.
got our people fucked up.
No,
the
these
books-
pastors teaching lies got our people messed
Well,
up.
I mean, it all go hand in glove. If the pastors didn't have them books, they wouldn't be spewing that shit across the board.
So are you against guns? You own guns?
Of course.
Okay, so they use guns for bad. So why are you using guns then? Why you don't put the guns down?
I
Since they use it for
got done
bad.
for self-defense.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying.
Protect me and my family.
You'll put the book down because it's used bad, but you won't pick guns down because it's used bad.
No. I don't even own a Bible.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's-
You're against the Bible because it's used bad, but you're
No,
using guns even though it's used
I'm
bad.
I'm not against it because it's used bad. Like I told you before. What? No, where you at? Where you at? Where you going to one of these stores? Oh yeah, damn. You should have parked over there, bro. Yeah.
You probably could have hit it right here on that corner right here.
Street parking and stuff somewhere right all over there on the side street. But no, I lost my point. But the thing about it, I'm just totally against them books, man.
Because
Them books got our people fucked up. They need to burn
How?
all of them.
How?
Look at our people, man. Look at the condition of our people.
but we did this to ourselves.
Okay, and I grant it.
The book didn't do
and
this.
the book
We
helped.
did this. No, the book
book
didn't.
helped along
No.
with the pastors
The
and the
pastors
clergy.
did it.
The pastors, the clergy, all them motherfuckers did this shit, man. All of them did. Everything that you can trace back to slavery that's still in place is a part of the system, man. That book is a part of the system.
No, it's not.
That's why preachers, that's why churches are tax exempt because You don't have to
preach
pay us
lies.
nothing.
Because they preach lies.
Okay.
That's why they're tax exempt.
They,
They're not preaching the Bible, they're preaching lies.
Okay, whatever they're preaching.
If you go to any church right now and you ask them who are the Israelites, they're going to tell you they don't know. You ask them what do the Lord look like, they're going to say they don't know, or they're going to say he's white.
Okay,
Because
why?
they don't preach the truth.
Okay, but my thing is, why is that important? That shit is not important.
It is important.
That shit
If we
is not
knew the
important.
greatest man to walk the earth looked like us instead of like them, that'd be a big
Well,
difference.
we are the ones
Our
that
people worship that picture and then turn it around and worship them.
the
Like white supremacy, like you was just talking about.
and I agree
and
with
that
you.
image play a
But
big
the
part
ones,
in that.
the ones it's up to the ones that know whether you're doing a good job at it or not, or me myself doing a good job at it or not. That's to pull the next black man up and pull him up and pull his coat. Say, look, just like what you're doing, but my situation is not religion, not based on the books, because
Everything comes from books.
well.
I mean, unless you're
I
like
mean, we talking
1,000
semantics.
years old and you're
No,
just
we
carrying
talk-
all this knowledge.
No, we're talking semantics.
Knowledge
now.
comes from books.
No, it's semantics now. But
No, I'm
but
not
the
being
thing about-
semantic. I'm
but-
sorry, bro. I'm not trying to be semantical, but what I'm saying is, we're at best we're 100 years old, so we can only carry but so much knowledge.
Okay,
So
but
that's why we got the books to pass it on.
well, I mean, going to school, math books, algebra, reading, social studies. That's understood. But even with that, because we are American speaking people, that's still part of their system. I'm not saying don't learn English and don't. I'm just saying everything stems from the plantation. Everything that was given to us on the plantation should be given back.
Not this. This is
All
ours.
of it.
This is ours. This ain't theirs.
Oh,
They
give
can't
all
have
of
it.
it back,
This is our
man.
book. God said he gave this to us. This ain't their
Oh
book.
man, give it all
Bro,
back.
God says this is for